Alright, I should be back live on Twitch and on YouTube. If you're here after the stream's up, say hello. Unfortunately, for some reason, everything's been glitchy and my mic wasn't even like connected for some reason. I had it on, all I had to do was click something to get it to work, but it just didn't work properly. And the first 4 minutes had no commentary. And fortunately, you know, the people on Twitch stuck around. I think they even watched an ad while I was just talking to myself, I guess. But here we are, we're exploring Oblivion, we're enjoying the unique beauty of this game. You know, we're gonna check out Lord Drad's estate, and from there I'll show you guys the lost city of Such. It's a game, or not a game, it's a city that was originally in the game's artwork for the original Oblivion, but was cut. And it was located right here, right actually where Fort Such is. And there's actually, you can kind of see the foundations of what would once have been a city. And they probably got rid of it because it would have been a little crowded here, having Anvil, Kvatch, Skingrad all in this one area. But there is a patron temple that's kind of missing. So like you'll count Leowin, Breville, that's 2, Shadenhall 3, Bruma 4, Coral 5, Skingrad 6, Kvatch 7, and Anvil is 8. The Imperial City has the Temple of the One, which is dedicated to all of the 9. And Such would have had, I believe, Kinnereth's shrine. And in the Knights of the Nine remaster or DLC, yeah, well, the Knights of the Nine DLC, and in this remaster, there we go. I'm still flustered by things not working the way I wanted them to at the start of the stream. It's along this. We'll go check that out after checking out Such. I'll show you guys the exterior of Such. We'll check out that shrine to Kinnereth, I believe. And then we'll come back and explore the inside of Fort Such. See what now stands, you know, in the remains of what once would have been a city in the game's original plans. And then from there, we'll check out some trails and shit. So here is Fort Such. Here's Lord Drad's estate. I would assume that this actually would have been intended to be a part of, you know, the city of Such, just outside of it, likely. And then if you look down here, you'll notice there's a lot of vegetation around. It's plains, but if you look down there, there's more of a flat foundation, and there's not as much foliage. You can even kind of see a road going to it. There's an Oblivion gate that shows up here around the time that you would do the quest to close the Oblivion gates that are outside of each individual city. And even during some dialogue in game, people will talk about Such. They'll talk about things going on there. And some of the in-game books talk about the city of Such. But it's kind of been retconned in some of them to where this county of Such and the city of Such are actually in Hammerfell, but still in Imperial holding. And this is just a fort named after the city. But look, you can see, like, it looks like a city would have been here. Even in the remake, in the original Oblivion, it looks more obvious, but it's still there. There just sits this tower, which many people assume would have been where the castle for Such would have been. And there's even some like outlines of walls. If we continue this way, there's a trail that actually takes us to a dock, believe it or not. And some people, it's right in this crevice here, that like spiral area. Some people say that they think that that would have been Such's docks, but the game turned out to be maybe smaller than they intended the map to be originally in the concept art. It's easier to find the trail once you find the docks themselves. And they're more obvious in the original Oblivion. But I just think this is a cool, neat little bit of Oblivion trivia. Here's Malekith's shrine. That's all it works here. Your Sad says it always surprises him how much lore people know of the Elder Scrolls series. Well, I've been playing this for like 20 years. I love this. Oblivion's my favorite game ever. I've been, you know, playing it since it came out, really. So I know all sorts of shit about this. This is the first game I ever got into. Let's see here. There should be a trail, I think right around here. It's kind of hidden. It's less obvious in the remaster. A lot of the unmarked trails are like that. There's a rock in the way. This might not be it. But yeah, there's a crashed ship, dock, a bit of a bay area, and there's no marked location. There's not really a quest that would take you here, I don't think. Let's go ahead and just search here. And it's right on the border of Hammerfell. There's not really much further you can go from here. And it's just an interesting location, you know? Clearly a scrapped concept. And just kind of some little details left here and there to add character to the wilderness. There's some empty boxes. It would have been an interestingly laid out city. Especially with this canyon right here that borders, it's the border of Cyrodiil and Hammerfell. You can't go in that landmass right there. I just think this stuff's cool. Fun little tidbits. There's a alien, or not alien, Ayleid ruin right there. It's easy to get those words mixed up. But now let's go to the Shrine of Kinnereth, since we were talking about it earlier. I hope everybody's having a good night. I'm already under combat? Oh, this lady's easy. She's running away from me.
Is that the best you can do?
I need some repair hammers. Ooh, that mithril gauntlets. They look a little more flashy in the remaster. Let me know what you guys think of that. I feel like mithril always kind of had more of a subtle look to it, but it was still, there was intricate designs in it. Now this statue that I'm looking for, the shrine, it's not marked on the map. At least not in the original. Maybe it is in this. It's on one of these outer roads. Might be easier to see in the remaster actually, because it's kind of easier to notice little things that are hidden in the woods. It's going to be near this. Let's go this way. There's Clavicus Vile's shrine. There he is. Yeah, the Mask of Clavicus Vile is one of my favorite helmets. How's your night going? You're sad. Were you watching Oogie Woogie's stream earlier? It's going good. You were at work? Oh, okay. Here, I think this is definitely a path. Let's follow it, see where it takes us. Okay, this is High Note Cave. Oh shit, Will-o'-the-Wisps fuck me up. Oh, holy shit! Did they have... they got trolls here. Oh my goodness. Will-o'-the-Wisps are much scarier than I remember them being. They really fucked me up when I was trying to fight them earlier. I know they're around these woods at the very least. Because the quest you have to do for Kinnereth in the Knights of the Nine quest line is a little bit, around this area. There's like a denser part of these, you know, big redwood trees. Is that it right there? I just want to fact check that it is Kinrith, really. That's the reason why I'm coming here. It's weird because it's one of the 9 divines, but it's in the woods as if it were a Daedric god.
What's new with you?
What can I... Imps.
That doesn't really answer.
Empire has given up.
What do you want?
Oh, she doesn't
Take
tell me?
care.
What can...
They don't have dialogue to tell me what this is. I can't activate it either. Damn. Well, I guess we'll never know until that. Your Sad says, I remembered the first time I played Oblivion. I played in Argonian, and the first dungeon was the one in Umbra. Spent like an hour taking Umbra to the poison trap. That sword carried me for so long. Yeah, we actually spent... You might have been here for that, I don't know, but we spent like an hour and a half trying to kill Umbra one of these streams. Because I needed her sword for the arena. Alright, let's head to Such. We're gonna check out the inside, see if there's any hints at what it once was intended to be. I do like the layout of Fort Such. Whoa. That was kind of cool, having it turn into nightfall. But yeah, why is that? Why? I only have 1 moon. There should be 2 moons. Wait, did I see it? There are 2 moons. There it is. I have to show this to Cleasy. Because for like several streams, we were like, why do I only have 1 moon? Everybody has 2 moons. Hey, Mitch. Look at that. Here, I even spent the time off stream just like getting the local map of the area around Such. But just take notice how there's so few rocks, foliage. There are rocks and foliage, but there's such few of it. It's kind of pieced together like a last-ditch effort to fill in the area. You can kind of see even there's like paths almost around the walls and stuff. I'm gonna actually show, yeah, I was gonna go in, there's a second entrance in there. Rather than go in the main entrance, we'll go in the secondary entrance. I feel like you guys can see at night pretty well, right? Is it too dark for you guys? Yeah, this is the tower here. It's kind of got a unique design, actually. Not a lot of other fortresses in Oblivion are designed like this. In the exterior. There's the door to the main entrance to Such. And it's kind of hidden. Like, that's the way in. It's from the back. Yeah, Mitch, to fill you in, this is what's left of what would have been a city in the original concept art for the game. They cut it. And I'm just kind of showing people around it. Alright, this one's locked, so... There we go. A lot of people don't understand the lockpicking minigame in Oblivion, but really it's just a timing thing. Let's see if we find any cool lore books specific to this that mention Such or something. See what kind of enemies we find in here too. It's flooded. That's interesting. Oh, that's a handy scroll. Let's use this repair hammer because our stuff's all busted up. Holy shit, all my armor's broken. Damn. So yeah, I have no protection with this armor on. Let me get the full suit on. Even if it is broken. I like his sword. I have Umbra if things get a little too hairy. Right here. 19 damage. And it weighs nothing. Umbra is such a good sword. Yeah, this is if we run into any mages. This one keeps them from doing their They're evil. This one drains magic too, damn. I'm pretty set up. That's what the silver swords look in this? That's pretty cool. Let's get Brusef's sword here. I like Brusef's sword a lot. Have a good night, Mitch. My sleep schedule is fucked as well. I was gonna do a subathon today, but it just didn't work out. I need money. I think there's actually a Dark Brotherhood questline that takes place here. We have to kill some vampire guy in here, if I'm right. He's guarded by marauders. But marauders... Oh, mercenary. Okay, that's different.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Take that!
Your sad says he misses the digitigrade. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I know what you mean. Legs for Khajiit and Argonians. From Skyrim. I know what you mean. Oh, they're chatting. If this is the fort that I'm thinking it is, yeah, and it's looking like it is. There actually is a Dark Brotherhood questline that goes here. I don't know why I didn't remember it. I don't remember the location specifically and what's in them, or what quests they're associated with. There's a vampire here that's guarded by these mercenaries, and you have to assassinate him for the Dark Brotherhood. I think you forfeit the bonus, actually, by killing the mercenaries.
Who's there?
So hopefully it's not a good bonus. I don't remember what it is. You know, let's just run around. I think I outrun them. Yeah. I'm gonna have to kill him. Yeah, I know exactly what fort I'm in. Okay, well, mystery solved. We know what the purpose of Fort Such is now. Let's look at the... You have to replace this vampire's medicine with poison. Mercenary. Let's see if he's even here without the quest being active. What? Yeah, let's see. Is he here? He should be up here. Like, this is where he hangs out, and he's usually shirtless. It's actually interesting that there's another, like, kind of civilized vampire right here in Such. Because if we look at the map, right in Crowhaven is where Agranak Gromalig's father, who's a vampire, Lord Leviticus, lives. And he was like a nobleman. So if there's like two nobleman vampires right next to each other, with Lord Drad's estate in between, but Lord Drad's estate isn't vampire, even though it sounds like it would be. It should take us to the main entrance. Yeah, that's the main entrance.
You move like a pregnant cow.
I move like a pregnant cow, this guy says. What a classy insult. I've known some pretty agile pregnant cows in my day. We'll load this autosave in Fort Such. We'll grab that repair hammer and get out. Because I don't want to forfeit the bonus in that Dark Brotherhood's questline. Next, we're just going to check out some trails. Or we can do some quests. It's up to you, people watching. I'm kind of down for just you know, chill Oblivion stream. Enjoy ourselves tonight. Look at some of the mysteries and interesting just outdoors exploration areas. You know, chat with you guys as well about Oblivion. It's a fun game. It's a cool game. Hey Cleezy, welcome in. You missed me talk about the deep lore of what would have been Such. The city of Such. You were here for that in another stream. But I kind of just did it more in depth. I went inside it. You go into it for a Dark Brotherhood questline. Also, there's the second moon, Cleezy. It's appeared. We have 2 moons. Look at that. They're smaller than OG Oblivion, which is notable. But there they are. 2 shots, and they're in the same phase. Cleezy's now missing a moon? Ah, you bitch. Alright, let's go into what I'm gonna call the Imperial Reserve Trail. Which kind of starts, it kind of goes along here from Kvatch, and then up the mountains to Verando. Verando's the first one that I've discovered. So we'll just go down the mountains rather than up. Which I think's better, because going up the mountains is so slow. Cleezy says he's been trying to find an answer to the ships in the waterfront district. Can't get over that fact. Yeah. Dude, I need to make a clip about that, don't I? Maybe I'll just do it tonight. Yeah, we'll redo that tonight, just so I can, like, quickly do it after the stream's over, right? Instead of digging to find the stream I did that on. We don't have anything to do right now. Is there anything you want me to do right now, Cleezy? I haven't done the Shivering Isles yet. That could be fun. Alright, you'll notice seafaring ships lie in the waterfront district. It's widely accepted that this is a port town here in the Imperial City, and that's the reasoning for Leyawiin and Breville to exist, is to be, you know, connections along the path up the river to the Imperial City, which has a central location around all the other areas in Cyrodiil. It's really economically viable. But there's one big problem with that. When you go to Leyawiin, you find that there's no way up the river. We'll start at Forsaken Mine. Yeah, and there's also the fact that even in one of the quests, in the Bloated Float quest, you end up at sea. And there's really no way for that to even work. Because here is the mouth of the river. There's Leyawiin right there. Here's a loser. Mud crab. You'll notice the river just ends right here. And as we follow along the wall, you're not going to find anything but a really tremendously shallow way for the river to get to the ocean. It's not even that long of a walk. Like, seafaring vessels would not be able to get here. Leyawiin just completely blocks the river. Now in Oblivion, they do have a remedy for this fact, Cleezy. Believe it or not. In Oblivion, they've said that this river passes through the middle of Leyawiin. Because that's what it's supposed to be in lore. But yeah, even this little creek here just ends at the road. But for some reason in original Oblivion, it was something like they didn't have the resources, or they couldn't really get it to work properly, having a city that's split by a river, even though you know, it kind of works in Breville and Shaden all right. I just think maybe it was supposed to have a larger river. Maybe they didn't have the assets to make the river wide enough. I have no idea why. Oh, Cleasy says he found evidence that the water is low by 4 feet. What's the evidence? Do share. But I mean, even at 4 feet taller, there's no fucking way you're getting a seafaring boat out here. The bloated float's way too deep. You're gonna need a lot more than 4 feet to get out. Like, these stumps here are gonna crack holes in the bottom of that ship. Yeah, there's the Coast Guard building, but the Coast Guard building is on the wrong side of Leowyn, too. We're looking at the Coast Guard building right now, by the way. Whoa, why are the... Look at this, the foliage isn't loading in. It's like I'm playing OG Oblivion. Let's go to settings, let's see what the deal is. Graphics. I thought I had distant rendering. View distance. Let's go ultra. Confirm. Is it in now? No, it still disappears. Look at that. And if you don't know what I'm looking at or what I'm talking about, let me show you. Of course it's getting dark, but this bush that my cursor is currently on, the like middle of my screen, keep your eye on that. As we back away, it disappears. And it's not the only bush. Like, all these bushes around the Coast Guard station are fading in and out like it's original Oblivion. I don't like that. What's the point of having Ultra? Go back to medium. Okay. What should we do, Cleasy? What should we do next? I was going to check out that trail. If you were excited for that, we could do that. There's another trail, actually, that takes us up to the Valus Mountains. I think it's along the Yellow Road, which is this road. I don't remember which river it starts by, though. Let me think. It's like the... Let's go... Crestbridge Camp. Cleasy says he won't be here for long. Do the trail, alright. I hope people enjoy this after it's up. Like, I hope people enjoy just a chill hanging out in Oblivion stream, you know? Let's go to daytime. Maybe it'll be sunny. I haven't had good luck with the weather in this game. It's almost always foggy or rainy, even outside of these swamps. Wait, why is the Adoring Fan here?
Yes. Oh,
I just killed him. Alright, you're coming with me, buddy. It's weird that this is east. It is east, but it's like, you know, it should be south. Like, it should be east at this point, too, but I don't know how to explain it. We're going south, but we're going east. Real life roads do that. And it's just trippy. Oh, I contracted Hell Joint. Of course. Look, the Adoring Fan all the way down there. I can't even assault him right now because there's guards nearby. Oh, hey, look, that's the Countess of, what's the Countess? Why are they attacking his horse? Oh, that's a fucking bandit? Get away from their horse. Quick, adoring fan, put your body in the way of the horse. There we go. Let me search you. Why is this horse got some sort of magic damage on it? Are you kidding me, Highwayman?
Or else.
Did you just see what I did? No.
Actually, that's the way this one prefers it.
This one looks kind of janky right now. I missed. Where is he? Where the fuck is he? He's running circles around me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
There we go. Fuck that guy. Freaking thieves. Cleasy says he needs a favor. What's the favor, Cleasy? He needs me to go to the Imperial City, go to the inns in Elven Gardens District. Are we ditching the trail right now? It's around here somewhere. I passed it. Inns and Gardens District. There's the Elven Gardens. Is that what you're talking about? Elven? Cleasy said something weird happens to him when he goes there.
Who will help an old beggar?
Is it Frelev the Faker, the crackhead?
He's getting up in years, but he's still a good alteration teacher.
Which inn? I think there's two.
Good day.
We have Luther Broad's boarding house and then the King and Queen Tavern. Luther Broad's boarding house is part of the storyline. Whoa, there's a throne here. Could you tell me which inn, Cleasy?
Hi there.
Hail.
Do you ever
How
buy
do you do?
soul gems from
What's going on with
Calamity?
you? I saw a
shopped
mud
there
crab
few
a couple of
times.
days ago.
If you're looking for soul
Ugly
gems,
little animals.
that's the
Nasty
place to
creep.
go.
Luther Broad. The inn with the skooma edict from the Dark Brotherhood quest? I don't know which one you're talking about. That skooma addict doesn't just stay in one inn. Rajak Pirane's
have
house.
my
I think he goes to Rajan's house. It's like a drug den for him.
There's something strange about Ida Lenormand.
Maybe it's or Rajak Pirane's.
Maybe she could teach me how to fall off things. That's a useful skill. Much better than, say, swinging a sword or casting a fire.
He sleeps
or
at one of the
speak.
inns. Probably would
So
be
long.
Luther
You
Broad's.
too.
Let me see if there's another inn
I have
here.
a moment. What is it? What's going
Because
on
sometimes
with you?
there's ones hidden.
I heard there was some goblin.
Like, not intentionally, but they're a little hidden. Also, if I was a skooma addict, I would 100% do it in the sewers. Oh, there's a bear and a deer just chilling? What? Do I have to go in one of the rooms? Like, is it, or are they just in the main lobby? No, I don't got that. Oh, did they patch the stairs glitch? Yeah, it looks like they did. Damn. Oh, just looking at that's gonna get me arrested. Okay, I'm good. Something I want to do, Cleasy, because I think they added...
Don't be the last to read
They had the
today's
Goblin
Black
Wars
Hawk Courier.
mechanic in the remaster. I want to take all the Goblin Shaman staffs of all the tribes that it matters to and bring them to the White Gold Tower and see if all of the goblins come and attack the Imperial City trying to claim them. That could be fun. But I'd have to hard save before that because a lot of NPCs will die. Alright, I'm going back to that trail. That's going to be a lot of work, though. I'm going to have to craft a 100% invisibility spell.
By Azura, by Azura, by Azura! It's the Grand Champion! I can't believe it's you standing here next to me.
Wait, that bandit just fucking killed a deer. Oh, a slaughterfish. Ooh, maybe I can use Fin Gleam to kill this person. What's this? This bandit's not even trying. Oh, they're beating up the...
Back off!
Back off, I'm warning you, he says.
I'm warning you! Hey! What I... Hey! What you dare attack me? You dare attack me? Oh!
No karma on my conscience. Oh, I can't block underwater? Oh, they're going up for air. She's going whoa, 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 whoa. Get Fin Gleam on now. Ah, damn. They try to survive. They breathe. It's unfortunate. If I aggro her, she'll stop trying to breathe. Also, thank you everybody for sticking around. I mean, I know this... If anybody has requests for tonight, please let me know. I'm not particularly picky about what we do tonight. I'm just kind of enjoying Oblivion. You know, sometimes you want to do quests, sometimes you just want to wander. Show people things. Watch how the adoring fan dies. Enjoy life. Look at the views. Look at that. Is this the trail? Did they put a fucking tree and rocks in the middle of the trail? One of the coolest trails in the game. They better not have. I want there to be love for the trails, you know? I'm a lover of trails.
Ecclesi says, I know like trails, I always leave them. Another bandit, really? I just think the trails are cool. You know, I like going off trail too. Ecclesi says he just likes going west or just going north. Yeah, I get that. Here we go. Yeah, this road sign should mark where the trail starts. This should be it. Yeah, it is. It is. See, some of the trails are kind of the only way up to some places, particularly on mountains. One thing that's cool is there's a trail here that goes all the way from Coral along these mountains to Bruma, and then up here, and then all the way to Shadenhall along these mountains. I think that one's super cool, how there's just an unmarked road that connects Coral to Shadenhall indirectly. This trail splits. Let's go this way. Ecclesi says he's talking real trails, though you probably shouldn't go off the Appalachian Trail. It is easy to get lost in the Appalachians. But yeah, I've gone, there's like off-trail paths. There's like ways to navigate the woods here. But you have to kind of know what you're doing and be smart about it. The other thing is, like, in the Appalachians, you could just end up, like, you won't know there's a cliff there until you're basically on top of it, and then there's like a bunch of foliage on the ground, like fallen leaves, you know, really like litter and like tree litter, not like actual trash, but like needles, sticks, leaves. And if you're near a cliff and you don't know it's right there, like and you're risking slipping on those things. Like, you just have to know how to spot the game trails, really. Like the paths that animals take and shit. Yeah, look at this gorge. There's just some cool stuff in this. I like how the horses still count as enemies. It's kind of funny. Do you get much use out of machetes up in Alberta, Ecclesi? I have a kukri. It was one of the first gifts that Chloe had gotten me. And I gave her a machete too. This mud crab is just like, no one will pass my bridge. Here we go. This is the path going up the mountain. It's much less well marked than it is in the original Oblivion. It's like straight up almost a road in original Oblivion. And it's just connecting various locations in the wilderness. I think this one kind of ends at an Ayleid ruin. Yeah, this really does look a lot like Western North Carolina right here, especially with the rain going on. Though Western North Carolina would have a lot denser forest. Like, a lot of times it's really almost impossible to go off trail. Here we go. Look at this. Got these views. Like, there's nothing really here, you know? It's just wilderness. It's cool. This is why I like Shadenhall. We're kind of in Shadenhall's hold. Their county. I think this ranks high. When I saw like the map of this trail, I was like, ah, that's not as interesting, but this one ranks high. This is high up there on my trail tier list. I'm gonna put it at, let's see, of the ones I've been to, this is number 2. I was thinking that the, what I'm calling the Imperial Reserve Trail, which kind of goes like this along the mountains here, connecting Ontis and Verando and a little bit past them along this ridge. I thought that would be like my number 2, but actually, like in the remaster, this beats it for sure. And look, you can tell it's a road because it points to Imperial City here. It's sort of like the road into Morrowind. Here's that alien ruin. It forks at that sign. Malada. And you can kind of go along the top and look into Morrowind from here, actually. That's one of the cool things about this trail. Yeah, that's where the trail ends on that. Let's go to this fork. I don't think it continues much further there either. Yeah, there's the Imperial City sign. It just kind of ends over here. And if we keep going east, we'll go along the Valus Mountains. You can actually go along this ridge all the way to Shadenhall in the original Oblivion. And it's kind of got a unique biome. Like, the grass is purplish there, and there's like an ashy texture to the ground. And I really wonder if it's like that up here. And there's even some like wildlife and there's this one part of the forest I really want to find here that looks like witches kind of did like a ritual. And it's just in the middle of these wilderness at the top of this mountain that like you could only really go up by going this way. That's why I think this is so cool. And it's something that a ton of players would have missed. Is that a mountain lion? Fuck. There's a Khajiit. He has wares to sell. Let's keep following this. Hey look, floating rocks. It is Oblivion. I'm home. Gorgeous. Oh yeah, we're really getting up this mountain here. Look at that, there's another ruin. It's just a shrine. If I remember correctly, that shrine doesn't actually work. There's just so many unmarked locations up this way. That's one of the things that's so cool about it. I believe that would be the pass that you could use to get into Morrowind. That gap in the valley mountains there. Morrowind Oblivion Remastered mod. There'll probably be a Morrowind mod for Sky Oblivion.
Sky Oblivion's gonna be a lot easier for the modding community to get behind. Oh, I like that it cleared up here. Alright, let's go this way. There's one of those janky looking black bears. Yeah, it's kind of gotten a little clearer what path we have to take. Whoa, that's a lot of polypore. Oh, that's a brown bear. It's one of the janky looking brown bears. The brown bears and black bears look like they were made in dreams. They don't look like they were made in the same engine as this. Let's go up to that shrine. Yeah, I'm thinking Valus Mountain Trail might be number 2. My number 1 has to be the one from Coral to Bruma. And then maybe I'll separate the one from Coral to Bruma and the one from Bruma to Shadenhall, because you have to go. Yeah, there's no shrine here. It's just one of those shrines. It's just a gazebo at the top of a mountain that you can only get to by going on that trail. You can kind of look into Morrowind a bit there. Look at this. Like, it's just this unique spot you can only go to by doing that. And then up here, it's like this plateau. It doesn't have that ashy texture or the purple grass, though, like the OG Oblivion does. Not yet, maybe. Yeah, there's no locations up here. It's just, this is the destination. I want to find... I really, really hope that they have that, like, ritual area that's up here. I remember in OG Oblivion, it was guarded by imps. There was a lot of imps when we got to that point. But Cleese said Morrowind, Morrowrim already exists. They're porting it to this. How would they port it to this? It's not on the same engine. Like, that's why I was saying Sky Oblivion it would work for. Okay, we're nowhere near Shadenhall yet. We're gonna have to get up near Shadenhall. Yeah, look, you can see it kind of gets more snowy. Well, you look, you can see the river. There's the gate to the Shivering Isles. There's Breville. River goes up there and to the Imperial City. Oh, they're updating more Oblivion. Okay. That'll be cool. Wait an hour here. It's just, I think, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I just think it's really cool. There's just this, you know, pretty much useless area, really. It's just a massive part of the map that you can only access by going up that trail or using some sort of bug to get up here. There's a lot of, if you're into alchemy, there's a lot of cool ingredients up here. Alright, now we're in the snowy part. I'm gonna keep going kind of towards the invisible wall. Keep an eye open for it. It'll look like a burned out area. Let me see what effect those caps have.
Cloud funnel cap. Strawberry. Tinder polypore restores willpower. Okay. I mean, that doesn't... Maybe it has better uses for other things. There's that pass we had a view of for reference. Alright, I can't go this way. We'll keep following along the invisible boundary until I see stuff that maybe I want to get a view of. This is the kind of shit I do in real life, though. You know, Oblivion's the one that influenced me into wanting to do this kind of shit. Around me. Like, I could just go places and explore the wild. I do wish there were locations up here. You know, discoverable places, but I don't know what they would do, because it's like, this wouldn't be a place you could get to. Like, most players wouldn't get up here. Oh, we're getting on it, I think. Look, see the dead trees and stuff? There's a bunch of skulls. Yeah, here it is. Look at that. Okay, let's follow this path. I like this shit, you know? Just little secret things. Alright, so here, let's do a little intro. So if you follow the path from Crestbridge Camp, right here you'll see an Imperial City sign, Leowin sign. From that path you'll kind of go this way. It'll take you to Fort Entius and then to Molada. And then from there, there's the path ends, but you can take it along the ridgeline and just explore until you get to this point where the U is in Valus Mountains. You'll have a lot of good views into Morrowind, a lot of great views into Cyrodiil, and you'll kind of just have this plateau to yourself. You'll find this rock right near the invisible wall. That's the view into Morrowind. You'll find some dead trees, and there's just a ring of mushrooms, some skulls, and it appears that some witch was up here doing rituals, so you can take some of her loot, probably some of her offerings. I don't know which Daedric god it would be to, possibly Sithis, if I were to go off of my knowledge. Yeah, I just think it's cool shit. And then if you get some great views along the way. Peak Oblivion is where, like, where there's no reason to go to. I just wish that the stream was a higher quality tonight. Look at that, the sunrise right on top of the mountain. Isn't that lovely? We're just gonna enjoy this. I've seen the sunset on a mountain, but I've never seen the sunrise in person while out in the wilderness, because I don't really go camping in the trails. I usually, if it gets dark, I'll hike back to my car scared because I'm always alone and like nobody knows where I am. I see a lot of people lurking tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying it. It's a good peaceful stream. Yeah, if we keep going up this mountain, we should find a point where we'll come across some views at like the big volcano in Vardenfell, I think.
At least we should. See, I don't know what the bear's weaknesses are. This one's kicking my ass. Where are we on the map now? At the M, on Phalus Mountains. We're heading towards Shadenall. Unfortunately, like, you can't really continue along the mountains once you get to Shadenall. You have to go down to here, and you can explore up here where there's another trail. That I believe that trail actually goes this way. I don't think it connects here. But it goes all the way to Bruma from there. It connects up here. That's a separate trail. I think I'm going to rank that one 3. The Imperial Reserve Trail in OG Oblivion would rank top 2. But in the remaster, some of these trails and locations look better than others. The Imperial Reserve doesn't look as good in the remaster as it does in OG Oblivion, in my opinion. Look at that. We're getting closer. Yeah, I can't go there. I'm following along the invisible wall right now. Like, this is the way I can... This is the only direction I can go in. So I think we're coming up. There's a High Hrothgar. Or the Third of the World. Oh, you're streaming? I'm glad you're streaming, Richard. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, in OG Oblivion, you can kind of see like a big mountain in that direction, and you know, the assumption would be that it's Vardenfell. The volcano on Vardenfell. Oh, look, I found a hole. I don't think I was able to go up there. Let's look at the distance. The clouds might be covering if it is visible. I wish there was a clear sky spell or shout. Like in Skyrim. That's one thing that's nice in Skyrim. Like if you want to see something in the distance in Skyrim, you can just clear skies and you're good. Alright, let's see how far we can go along this ridge. I don't think we can go up that mountain. You can tell it's kind of a different level of detail, even. Like, you can tell those are out-of-bounds mountains. I can only go west. I can't go north at all. Let's take this to its extent. But yeah, literally the only thing worth finding up here that's, you know, everything's worth finding in my opinion up here, but the only thing that's like a reason to come up here is that that like witch's ritual area. Yeah, there's Shadenhall right there. There's the Imperial City. Should be able to see coral. What do you think? Should be straight west, actually. Yeah, straight west should be coral. Let's see if we can spot it. Crouching doesn't change the view at all. Maybe that's a skybox we're looking at from this distance. That's why it's not moving at all if we crouch. Have a good night, Cleasy. I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. There's that gorge that is south of Shadenhall. That gorge goes all the way to that river. Trying to spot. If I were to guess, it would be like literally right above where the tower is, or maybe it's. I don't think it's that. There's like a. It looks like a city is right there. That might. That looks too big to be coral. Whatever this flat area is, it's probably just a mountain in the distance. That plateaus. I think coral's right there, right next to the tower. It's much more obvious to see. Maybe if we wait till sunset. Thanks for buying the premium gay, Cleasy. Let's see. Where's the sun?
4 p.m. Oh, it got cloudy. Oh, it's snowing up here now. Damn. We'll wait. Let's wait a day. This would be the ultimate test to see if that view distance, like, setting even does anything. But yeah, look, the sun's setting, it's dark. Let's see if it kind of reveals a little bit more. It looks good. I mean, it looks pretty. High, ultra. I feel like the view distance doesn't, like, that setting doesn't do anything. Breville would be right there. It's too cloudy to see it. Maybe that's Skingrad, what we're looking at over there. I don't think it's on the other side of that mountain right there. Because, like, that way, I think that way that's opening up is actually Anvil. Like, we can't see Anvil from here, but the way to Anvil is what I mean. Map. Yeah, that's like, that's the coast. That's what we're seeing, that opening. And then Coral is kind of that. Coral has to be right there, right where the tower is. And then that gap is the way to Anvil. And then straight south is Leowen. Let's see if maybe we can see Leowen from up here. Anybody want to name this peak? I'm sure it has a name in lore, but, you know, let's name it ourselves. The summit of the Velothi Mountains. Yeah, you can see the river kind of runs. Premium gay peak, maybe? Because Cleese did just buy the gay premium emojis. He pays money for that. If you guys see him putting rainbows, like the rainbow flags, Twitch charges him to comment rainbow flags. He doesn't do that for free. Yeah, let's see how much further we can go north. Motherwort. Yeah, this is... We can't... We're pressing against this invisible wall right now. Okay, this rock is like as far as we can go. We can't even go there. Let's navigate our way down. I think that's... No, there's not a discoverable location right there. Hey, look. Which way do I want to go down? I want to go down and into this valley here. This little gap between the mountains. Oof. Little, like, not even big drops. Oh shit, that would have been bad. Like, I got that you cannot go that way. Turn back. Oh yeah, there's some fires there. That is a fort. Let's see what the name of that fort is. Maybe it'll give us a clue about what the in-game lore name of this peak is. Or at least just a name we can give it. But yeah, that's cool to me. I like that shit. If you're after the stream's up, tell me what you thought of that trail. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not seeing a good... Oh, here's a good way down as long as there's not an invisible wall. We're almost there. Fort Cinia. Let's see what the deal is with Fort Cinia. Maybe that'll give us a clue. Yeah, I'm gonna call that the Velothi Mountains Trail.
The thing I don't like, I know it's just mine because my, like, they didn't optimize the textures really. It's kind of a combination of my device's problems and the issues with the people who made the remaster. But like, there's like, kind of like a trail of when things move. That's not the motion blur.
What's that? Well, well. Look who we
Oh, these are, they're all Dark Elves.
I've caught mud crabs more fearsome than
That's
you.
cool. Because they should be all Dark Elves. Right next to Morrowind. Like, maybe not all Dark Elves, you know, because
What's the matter? Is the baby gonna
it's
cry?
not just Dark Elves and Morrowind, but, like, predominantly Dark Elves makes sense. Let's go inside. Let's check out the inside of Fort Cinia. Oh, it's right by Hero Hill. There's a dead drop there. I think there's also like a necromancer's thing going on at Hero Hill. You go there for the Mages Guild questline once you join the Arcane University. With 3 gold and a lockpick. Glad I came up here. Apples and beers. Nice. I'm gonna take these apples. If we have like a handful of apples, then sheep will follow us. Oh, let me make sure I'm still alive. It says it's unstable. Give me a second, folks. Here, I'm making sure that the Twitch stream is still live. Because it says it's unstable right now, and I just want to make sure. And there's 0 viewers. Alright, we got 3 viewers. Looks like the stream cut out for a little bit. I basically climbed up here, and all I got was 3 gold and a lockpick. It wasn't worth... There's like a whole obstacle fucking course right there. And I named this area the Scythia Bluffs, or Cinia Bluffs. Because bluffs, fuck man, I can't say it. I'm telling you guys, I nailed it the first time. Let me check my stream on YouTube. See how it's looking. Because it's the view count's going to 0 randomly while I'm talking to you guys. So I feel like the stream's not doing too hot. I don't want to like repeat myself unnecessarily, but like I still want to repeat myself if you guys missed anything. Okay, it looks like it's fine on the YouTube side at least. Hopefully we're not missing anything for you guys and the audio sounds good. Let's head into Fort Cinia. Basically, I called the cliffs Cinia Bluffs. That's what I was trying to say.
Who's there?
Oh, there's an orc. Okay. I still haven't figured out what like an orc's weakness would be. Maybe, probably ice, right? Cold turd. There we go. Dude, this ice spell is legit. I need that repair hammer. Pretty sure I blocked that one. It went right to my face.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Let's use that repair hammer.
Marauders are much harder than bandits. Oh, it's just stairs to nowhere? Okay. Who built this place? Big fort, damn. I'm gonna get like a turd and 3 spittoons. 3 used spittoons if I pick that lock. I think that broke. It's definitely a trap that I managed to like evade.
Hello? Who's there? Damn rats. Always skirting around in the shadows, making me jumpy.
Here, they should set off their own trap and get hurt by it.
Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just...
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Nothing to worry about. Playing tricks on me.
Marauders drop repair hammers, which is so good. They didn't notice their friend's gone. Oh, that's a battle mage. Okay.
Toss me a spear.
Okay.
We've got ourselves a lion.
See if it's a high elf. It's oh, that's a Nord. Fuck it. Can't use the ice magic on him.
You're pathetic.
Kind of just a waste. They're just taken out straight up.
Take that.
There we go. Perfect timing.
Let's get this over with.
Haven't had a good fight in a minute.
Ooh.
Awesome. Alright, what was this guy doing? He was standing here like he meant something. Did I hear a zombie? Usually there's a story behind all of these. Particularly the ones that don't have quests associated with them. Like here's all the beds, so maybe they're doing an expedition. Very hard door. That might be the... No, that's the gate that we were trying to get through. It's not a key, is there? Is there more to look at through here? Maybe there's a key somewhere. There is more to look at through this way. Oh, fuck! Adoring fan, you scared the shit out of me, dude. I just saw you die. Oh, dude. What the hell? Fort Sinium Hall of Legends. Jeez, man. Okay, the skeleton's here. Can you make yourself useful with Dorn Fan and fight somebody, please? There are often vampires in the Halls of Legends. Ooh, Shadow Banished Wine is in here. That's handy. Venerable Vintage. Some ghosts. Oh, he turned invisible? What a loser. Very visible. Oh, I missed that one. Look at the adoring fan just standing there being useless. Oh, it summoned another... Okay. Skeleton summoning a skeleton is new to me. Whew. Yeah, all the Hall of Legends are usually exactly the same design. Let's focus on the one that summoned the other. This one. He thought he could get away with it too. He was just walking casually away. Hey, he's not even trying to fight back. Who's the weak conjurer that necromanced that fella back to life? Wasting their damn time. I'm wasting my damn time in here. There's nothing over here. The adoring fan's the scariest thing here. Got some decent loot, I guess. Some money and some health potions. Let's see what those marauders are doing here. Gotta unlock that door now. Find the secrets of Fort Sinia. Wish me luck, folks. I only got 30 lockpicks, and this one's very hard. Fuck. Come on. Bro, I'm getting that one at the exact same timing. Fuck that one. What am I doing wrong? That one couldn't have been more perfect. You have to get it right before it gets to the top. What am I doing wrong? I couldn't be doing it more perfectly. I'm doing all the tricks in the book. Oh my god. We're just gonna hard save. Or quick save, I guess. Load. Quick save. But we're gonna get this RNG going here. Fuck this lock. I want to see what's in there. There better be some like Fallout 3 power armor or something. We're doing it manually. We're doing it manually. We'll do it live. I gotta get that skeleton key. This is legitimately pissing me off because I'm doing it right. I'm doing it correctly. Oh, man. Only 3 tumblers now fall when you break a pick. Okay. I have to. There's got to be lockpicks in here. There's no lockpicks. What the hell? And it's just like dog shit loot. And why was this door locked? What are they hiding away? Just some skeletons.
You dare attack me?
Are you hostile now? Yeah, we got this. Okay, he's running for me. Okay. Alright, he's just standing there, scared, I guess. That's fine. As long as he's not in my way. Alright, let's see here. There's got to be a reason why they were down here. Those marauders and that door was locked. Ah! I didn't see it at all. I've contracted collywobbles. My speed is being drained. Great. Our endurance is being drained. We can just drink. I got a potion of cure disease. Cure poison, cure disease. There we go. Should be good now. Nice. That's it? That's literally all that's here? There's gotta be more. I went through 30 lockpicks for this. Local map. Local map. Yeah, that's it. What the hell? Come on. Fort Cinia, I had so much hopes for you. After that cool ass hike to get here. This is what you give me? A jump scare from the adoring fan is all I got out of this. Wait a second. Never mind. I was like, that's... Hey, I missed a secret path. Just goes right around.
Hey! Hey! What did you do that for? Put some back off!
Free 2 gold every time you kill that guy.
Well, we leveled up. I'm gonna craft a spell that I think would be pretty cool. I have an idea. See, there's something down this way, right? Because that hole right here. Oh, okay, yeah, this just leads straight down to the... Yeah. Why's my guy bug out on this thing? I swear you're supposed to fall down there, right? That's got to be the purpose of that place. That chest was worth it. It wasn't just a spittoon and 3 used cum rags or something. Fuck you. I swear something fell when I stepped on that. Great, though. Let's find it in here. Like, find what's under it. There it is. Because I heard something fall. Must have been just like the sound that the grate's supposed to make when it falls. Alright, let's not waste any more time here. This place sucks. I thought it was kind of cool. It's fun exploring dungeons, but... I was hoping there'd be at least like a journal. You know, a journal I could read. Explaining something about the area or something interesting. You got the Shadow Banish wine, which I guess is something. Some free repair hammers also got counts for something. This fort is low ranking on my fortress tier list, though. The exterior is way better. You get a lot more from exploring the exterior than you do the interior of this fort, unfortunately. Look at this place. You know, you got the foot of the mountain. They've been drinking beers. They haven't been drinking beers, they've just been scattering beers along by a fire. Get a good view of the Imperial City. Poop yourself a little. That's the noises he made. Very nice. Oh, there's that little village by Shadenhall. Yeah, it's weird because in OG Oblivion you can get up more towards here and get to the fortress that Lucian LeChance uses. So that is a difference. But I'm glad that the remaster people managed to remember to put that like ritual area up there. That's something that could have easily been missed. Frostcrag Spire. We return. This is along the trail from Shadenhall to Bruma. Maybe that'll be the next trail we follow. That one's a much more mainstream trail. Like, there's a lot of locations along it.
The views are pretty nice, I'm sure. But yeah, right now, my number one trail is Coral up to... Really, it goes up to the Cloud Ruler Temple and then Bruma. Coral to Cloud Ruler Temple, number 1. Number 2, definitely the Valus Mountain Trail. That one stood out. Number 3, as of right now, is the trail from Bruma to Shadenhall. And at the bottom of the list, number 4, unfortunately, is the Imperial Reserve Trail. And then, way down at the bottom of the list is the trail that takes you from Coral to Hactor. Fuck that trail. If you know, you know. If you don't, Hactor is a shitty town. Magnitude. I want to create like a absorb health nuke. Let's go with that. Just to absorb the health of all the enemies in an area. Let's get a duration going. Oh wait, is this... Does it have to be touch? Huh. Magnitude, area, duration. Let's see. It's not... It is only... I only have the option to make a touch, I think. 30, duration... 5 seconds. Let's keep it around 1,000 gold. 7 seconds should be good. 20 area. 30 is a pretty big area. Even. Man, I can't afford any... I might be able to afford a 100 one. I mean, if it is called Nuke, then... I go back. How much money do I have? 6,000. I could afford to do a 100. Hang on. Quick save. Quick save moment. Quick saving. I don't have any shock damage. That's interesting. Oh, I do. Okay. It just has a weird symbol. Absorb health. Magnitude 7. Area 100. Duration. Maximum. Spending all my money on this spell. Better be good. Oh wow, I can actually get 2 more seconds at 6 than 7. 6 points of health from enemies in an area of 100. That could be like a whole dungeon. Oh, I need a restoration of 100. Why didn't I think of that? Let's see how far down we can get it. 50. Probably a duration that's bringing it up. 5 seconds as low as I'm willing to go. Let's go down to 35. Still requires 100. 75. Not willing to go below 25. We'll go with 7 seconds. I need a restoration of... What is my restoration skill? But yeah, that would be a pretty awesome spell to have, wouldn't it? I gotta figure out how to train my restoration. 35. I need 50. Looks like we are healing minor wounds for a little bit. Oh, hang on. Fire damage, magnitude 7, area. $15. We're making a super fondue. 20 duration. Keep it, yeah, right around 1,000. Always put A above, in front of your spells once you start crafting them. A super fondue. Confirm. Add absorb. Wait, you can't stack them? Maybe I can. Confirm. Okay, it's only on touch. Shift. Destruction of 100. Let's see here. It's gotta be the duration that's bringing it up. I'm willing to go down to 6. I'm willing to bring this down to 10. 75. See, I was able to cast one that at an area of 100, so it has to be the duration one. Yeah, there we go. Hang on. Is it the duration? Okay. Yeah, the duration was really bringing it up. Let's see. 23? 24? 23 is the biggest we can do. There we go. I didn't even look at the cost. Probably didn't cost nearly as much as I was expecting to spend. It's on touch. I forgot to make it ranged. We're definitely loading. I don't want to like blast in my face. Also, there's not really a point. I don't need that. I don't even need it. Fondue is pretty good. I don't have the... Yeah. It only lasts 1 second, but still. Cold Turd only lasts 3 seconds. I need to make an anti-mage spell. Let's do shock damage. Target. Magnitude 10. Area 20. It's not really that expensive, really. Fondue is 3 seconds I can handle. Or Cold Turd is 3 seconds. Alright, that's as good as we can get. A mage taser. We need that spell. I like that. I like the area of effect that it has. It's a good looking spell. Yeah, we're dealing with mages, you know. Damage their magic a little bit. Not a bad look. It's good to have a blast, too. We can actually see most of the trail from here. Let's go straight ahead. I kind of want to go do something else. I've already discovered my favorite little village, Bleeker's Way. There are quests to do, I just don't want to do them right now. There's some secret armor near Kvatch. I don't really care about getting that though. I've heard something about Thundercliff Watch. I don't remember what that one was about.
Drunken Dragon Inn. That's along a trail. I think it continues towards Black Marsh. I like these swamps. Just a swampy boy tonight. I like Eastern Cyrodiil. Western Cyrodiil's cool too. Haunted Mine. That's a good name of a mine. There's a Will-o'-the-Wisp. No, thank you. I said no thank you. Why is it taking me towards that Will-o'-the-Wisp? Will-o'-the-Wisps are just swamp farts. If anybody's wondering. They drain your willpower, your luck, and your sense of smell. Looks kind of evil here. Oh! Goblin Berserker, hey. They did pretty good work against that goblin. Let's head east. It's Panther River. Panther River is pretty cool. You know, I bet the lightning spell does well against Will-o'-the-Wisps. I will say the lightning spell kind of has a slower travel speed than it looks like it would. Is that a Minotaur all the way over here? What the fuck is that? It doesn't look right. Is that are these? No, it's not a werewolf. They got way too long of a tail for a Minotaur. Oh shit, that's a strong fucking Minotaur. Let's ice magic for sure. Cold turd. I'm calling upon your aid. Wait, we're gonna need Umbra. I already know it. Does this have any charge? I don't think it does. It doesn't tell you if there's charge. OG Oblivion does. There's a lot of things the OG Oblivion does in the. Yeah, why do they have such long tails? They're part cow. I mean, cows do kind of have long tails, but not like that. Ooh, wow. One... Huh. What cave is this? Shattered Scales Cave? Wonder why Minotaurs are guarding it. Shattered Scales implies that there's something to do with Argonians in here. It's a fucking Will-o'-the-Wisp. It's absorbing my... Is it absorbing my health? Damn. Will-o'-the-Wisps are some of the hardest enemies in the game. I have one lockpick left. I don't give a shit. Fuck locks. Oh shit, Spriggan. Why are there... These are just a strange group of enemies. What was over here? Oh my gosh, Landray? I don't have a... I shouldn't be a high enough level for Landray. Holy shit. This is not good. Little fun fact for you guys that are listening, since we've been talking a lot about lore tonight. Both the Dre, these guys, and the Minotaurs were once intelligent sapient races. Minotaurs were kind of shunned from society, and you're seeing their feral form now. They actually helped humanity in, like, the Cyrodiilic lore break free from the slavery of the Aelids. They were both enslaved by the Aelids, and they both revolted together and built the empire together. And then the Elysian Order was like a political group, kind of like a imperial version of the Thalmor in Skyrim. They kind of banished the Minotaurs, and they kind of devolved over time. In the first era, they were like basically similar to other beast folk like Argonians and Khajiit, but they were much stronger, you know, because they're Minotaurs. And then by the second era, they were kind of living in caves, having tribal kind of situations going on. And then third era is what you see them as today. They still have the capacity to be intelligent, but they're not. They're kind of just doomed to be feral. And then the Dre once had an empire and invaded like much of Tamriel and ruled a lot of it. And then they just kind of went back to the sea, and now you just see feral versions of them. A lot of it, like, nobody really knows what happened to the Dre. I hope that's a little fun little bit of lore for you. Yeah, the original, or at least the first prominent Minotaur, was named Morihaus. And he's talked about in the Knights of the Nine questline. Because he helped Alessia free the humans. So he's kind of a big deal to Pelennor Lightstrake's lore. Oh shit. I'm running from that fight. Spriggan and a Dre. Can't take it. Crap. Am I cornered? I don't see a reason to even be here. Oh shit! That's the Spriggan's black bear. It makes no sense for there to be ogres, minotaurs, Spriggans, and Dre all together. Spriggans are kind of like guardians of the forest that serve Kinnereth. And then Dre, you know, I explained what they are. Minotaurs, explained what they are. They'd kind of be opposed to Dre. Like, if anything, like, Spriggans would make sense, kind of being associated with Minotaurs. But there's literally no reason for them to be hanging out with ogres and Dre. Like, ogres are kind of like their own thing. That would be hostile to all of those things. And then Dre as well. Marsh Punk Camp. That's kind of interesting. That's an interesting name.
Are they just regular bandits? I need lockpicks. Please have lockpicks somewhere. Still along the Panther River, how about that? Alright, we're gonna go to the waterfront again. I like the waterfront. There's gotta be lockpicks somewhere around here. I'm stoked about having 2 moons. I was bummed out that there were just 2 moons. Next time I play, maybe we'll start the Shivering Isles. I also have the game I got called Alice.
No,
What's it called? Alice.
Safe travels.
Goodbye.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
It's some Souls-like where it's Alice in Wonderland. It's an old one though. I think it's before Souls-like was a term. But the mechanics are definitely Dark Souls, and there's boss fights and shit. It looks really, really cool. It looks almost like Bloodborne, but more like, I guess, PS2 era. I'm excited for it. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. I gotta call it. Hope you guys enjoyed just a chill hangout stream, talk about some lore, talk about some nature and Oblivion, and just chat.